Hello. So how's it going? So I want to talk to you guys today about Jesus, of course, but Jesus being led out into the desert to be tempted by the devil and how that correlates to our life. So I'm both gonna read it, but I'm just gonna give a brief summary. It says that he was led out to the desert to be tempted by the devil. This time he'd been going without food or drink for 40 days. Those tempted him, said, turn these rocks into bread. Jesus said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone. And then the devil took him up to a mountain and showed him all these great kingdoms and said, if you bow to me, I will give these all to you. And Jesus said, get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship. No. Yeah. Get thee behind me, Satan. It is written that thou shalt worship the Lord thy God only shalt thou serve. And then they brought him to Jerusalem on the temple and told him to throw himself off and that the angels would rescue him. And Jesus said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. So after that, Jesus returned in power of the Spirit into Galilee, where he went out and he got famous. So what do I want to say? So Jesus was tempted. Why did he have to go into the desert to be tempted by the devil? Because he was not from the seed of Adam. He was the seed of the Holy Spirit and Mary. So he didn't have sin in his flesh. Sin is the devil. It says, I don't know where it says it, but it says that Jesus is without sin. I don't know what the address for it. And sin in that verse is a noun. It's a person, place, or thing. Second Thessalonians 2 or 1 or 3, something says there's a man of sin. So so he went out to be the devil. He went out into the desert to be tempted by the devil, because he couldn't be tempted by the devil in his own flesh, because he wasn't from the seed of Adam. In John 14:30, it says that here I will not talk with you much more, for the prince of the world cometh, and he has nothing in me. Meaning that Lucifer, who was the prince of the world of that time, had nothing in Jesus, because he wasn't from the seed of Adam. He didn't have sin. So that's why he had to go out into a large body of land to be tempted by the devil. And this is an allegory. This story is an allegory because man is a large body of desert without water. But yet, when Jesus comes, we have living water. And with that, we're able to speak to the devil. It is written, and just that it is not written, man does not live by bread alone. Tell him to get behind me, Satan, and that we shall not tempt the Lord the God. So yeah. So that's what the story is about. It's about Jesus going into a desert, which is allegory for man, because man was made from the earth. And so before Jesus came, we were parched, we were dry, we were dried up, we had no living water. But then Jesus came, and now we have a river of living water flowing through us. And we can say to the devil when he tempts us with that man shall not live by bread alone. We shall not. We should serve only the God. So these three things are the places we're tempted the most, or they're the only forms of temptation. It's we're afraid that God's not going to provide for us. We want to worship more than just God, and we tempt God. So I think that's all I have to say today, but just know that you can be tempted by righteousness, be tempted by joy, peace, hope, love, patience. Don't be tempted by the bad things, be tempted by the good things. That make your life better. So I don't think this went exactly like I wanted it to go, but it works. Have a good day. Oh, and so I appreciate everybody who donated to help me get my book done. I'm halfway there, halfway to the 500 point, and so I was able to give them some money and get the editing process started, and we'll do that all through October, and then all through November we'll start getting it ready to put online, just getting ready to produce, and then hopefully it'll be ready for December for Christmas, where you can start giving us Christmas gifts. But I still have about $250 to go to get it all complete. So if you'd like to donate and help me in my endeavor to change people's lives, then I would greatly appreciate that. And so if my nose didn't. You never realize how much you touch your nose till you're talking on one of these things, or touch your face. So if you have been listening to me for the past few weeks, or however long I've done this, and you feel your life has changed and you'd like to show some appreciation, or if you've learned to look at the Bible a little differently, and again would like to show some appreciation, then you can appreciate me by donating to me getting my book complete. I'm gonna put my PayPal link on the video. Anyways, thank you in advance, and thank you for everybody who's already contributed, and this is gonna be great, and I don't know, have a good day.